Hello, friends. It's Chapo. Universities are partnering with betting companies to introduce their students and sports fans to online gambling. And I suppose, I know, I've talked before about how, it happened so quickly that, I almost didn't notice it, but still, I'm still somewhat shocked by it every time I watch, a professional sports game on TV, that, every single commercial is just entreating you to gamble on sports, which used to be the province of, the mafia.
You couldn't say anything.
But now, college athletics. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be surprised at all that they're following suit and shoveling their students into the maw of, hey, place your first bet. You got $1,000 on FanDuel or whatever.
But the one thing they will not allow is for the honor of their sporting programs to be undermined by paying students.
Oh
yeah, of course not.
Yeah,
we got to keep some fucking dignity around here.
I will say, okay, a little bit in defense of sports gambling. It's certainly closer to what you would want out of something that is a real equity or real derivative than crypto.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will say there are more fundamentals and information you can get than crypto. What did we learn from FTX? That every single altcoin and everything like that is a Ponzi scheme where they all promise to pay 40% APY and the entire game is just getting out before the bank run. Look, at least you could be an Ace Rothstein in sports. At least you can find out which quarterback fucked up his knee. It's a little bit more legitimate.
Well, this is interesting because one of the theories as to why exactly the crypto crash is happening when it is that you saw this huge movement of young, guys' money to legal online gambling and away from crypto. As soon as crypto lost its veneer of no, this is actually an investment because look at the number going up. As soon as if volatility went into it and it started shaking down a little bit, people decided, hey, if I'm going to gamble, I might as well have fucking fun doing it instead of staring at this little thing going up all day. I can at least watch a fucking game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, there are some good uses for cryptocurrency. There are real slot machines where you can win crypto that you can then convert to fiat. And then there are CSGO skin gambling slot machines you can do online. I've done both. They're great. But again, if you're a sports guy, why wouldn't you just take your fiat, the money that you can use on everything,
right,
and just gamble on the thing that you like?
Yeah, it's a no-brainer.
By the way, Smooth Willie Apollo is taking the 49ers against the Cardinals tonight. That's my lock of the week. And by the way, use code Chapo on Caesar Sport. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's not a real thing.
But of course, this looks like a horrifying new low for colleges. But again, you're always seeing it's just a step down a road that's already pretty worn. How long have they been having fucking credit card companies set up fucking tables at orientation? You get to show up at freshman orientation and they're like, hi, you're 18, you're horny, you want to party. Here's a card that will basically let you party unlimitedly.
Yeah. And what is it, whether it is Steven Schwartzman or, George Soros or the Morgan Stanley or Merrill Lynch, whatever fucking pavilion. What is George Soros except the world's greatest sports gambler?
It's true on currency.
Yeah, because he instead of being like, oh, I think UFC is overrated this year. He said Malaysia sucks this year. I'm going to make $10 billion.
Yeah, look,
he still knows how to make money for all the right people back home. And why mess with a good thing?
Look, if you looked at any tape on the Vietnamese dong, you know this currency is washed. Okay.
Why do you have to go on Charlie Rose? Because they can't fuck with me. If I'm on Charlie Rose, I'm some normal schmuck.
I want to read just a little bit from the Times article. It says, other schools, too, have struck deals to bring betting to campus. After Louisiana State University signed a similar deal in 2021 with Caesars, the university sent an email encouraging recipients, including some students who were under 21 and couldn't legally gamble, to place your first bet and earn your first bonus. And when University of Colorado Boulder in 2020 accepted $1.6 million to promote sports gambling on campus, a betting company sweetened the deal by offering the school an extra $30 every time someone downloaded the company's app and used a promotional code to place a bet. About 75% of college students say they've gambled in some way, including playing the lottery in the last year, said Mary Drexler, director of a problem gambling center affiliated with University of Maryland School of Medicine. Nearly 1 in 5 say they do weekly, she said. So, yeah, I mean, this is all a
It's
really
grim, folks.
encouraging sign. But I would like to reiterate what Felix said: better this than crypto. Better
Absolutely.
this than putting even a cent into cryptocurrency.
I don't think that's arguable. I mean,
No,
I just
absolutely.
like that there's
Absolutely.
no fundamental in crypto.
I mean, and we're looking at it. It does seem like there was a shift to gambling from crypto, which means it's not like they're doing both. Like they're economizing and they're figuring, I would rather have my money in the gambling sphere than and having some fun, for God's sakes, making it recreational. But like the only reason the
Crypto
college
isn't
the only,
fun.
the only thing that changed between this moment when they're doing this and 20 years ago when they only had credit cards on campus is the legal framework. They just legalized something that used to be illegal. Like, and that is what is left to privatize in the economy. That's why we're going to see this like continued creep of legalization of all kinds of vices, because there has to be more profit for the formal economy to absorb because like the machine can't recognize, even though it depends on black market money, it can't recognize it as money, right? So it's being, these whole markets are going out of the loop, and they're just going to get added to create more revenue streams for existing legal corporations at the expense of the illegal ones, the cartels and whatnot, and the poor mafias. Oh, all the guys who used to run numbers, now they can't do that anymore. They're like steel workers. They're out of here. But it's just getting rid of every area that used to be outside of the formal market is going to get absorbed in.
I am interested in that because, with crypto, there is still like, yeah, there's a use for it in black markets. But I also think that with crypto, what we're obviously seeing is everything falls to the center as gravity takes hold. It will eventually get to the point where, yes, Bitcoin still exists, Ethereum still exists, and even the weirder ones still exist, but you have to get it from JP Morgan or Goldman Sachs.
Yes.
I wonder if there will be some type of deal there, where it's like, oh, okay, we're going to look the other way when you fucking exchange this with a cartel guy for, fucking 2 keys of Coke or whatever. They'll have to figure something out because it, like, if you can't use it for that, then why does it exist?
Yeah. It's just a
Sam bank run fraud. This is a story that deals with Elon Musk paying his employees to bear his children. This is a story that deals with Jeffrey Epstein trying to freeze his brain and balls so that he can be an immortal sort of stud horse for the rest of eternity. This is an article that was in Business Insider last week